What if there was a punter-only offense in the NFL? The quarterback, a punter. Running backs and wide receivers, also punters. The O-line, yep, put your hand down in the grass because guess what? It's a punter. What would that look like? Who would it be? Who would be the best fit? Today I'm going to answer that question for you. So sit down, buckle up, grab some popcorn because I think this is going to be a fun one. But there's a little asterisk that comes with this. I'm only going to be using punters from 2000 plus. Why, you may ask? Because I don't want it to be too easy. And if I could use actual people that played those actual other positions as punters, like Sammy Baugh for quarterback, then I feel like that would make this little challenge too easy. So I'm only using the modern era of punters because usually they only punted. So let's get right into it. In our QB room, we're going to have the QB1 be Johnny Hekker. 6'5", 241. Dude's tall, lanky, can throw the ball, can sling it around. And quite frankly, I think he has one of the better QB arms from all the punters. He also played QB in high school, so that kind of is a little bit going for him. So I think he's just a great fit for this position. And then our backup QB, what NFL team doesn't have an old, washed-up vet for a backup QB? And none better than Sam Cook, 6'1", 222. And since he's taken the most intentional safeties out of everybody, I'd say he's probably a pretty good clock manager. Next is going to be the running back position. This one I thought was kind of the hardest. I had one slam dunk pick, and that was Riley Dixon for I believe he's with the Chargers right now, but he was an absolute stud in college at running the ball. In fact, his highlights are hilarious. They're amazing to watch. I watch them all the time. It's like what I watch before I go to bed. It helps me sleep at night. But he also is 6'5", 226. So I'm like, okay, he can hurdle some people. He can run around. That seems like a great first pick. My second pick might be a bit of a reach, but we'll see what you guys think about it. I had to go with the GOAT, Pat McAfee, 6'1", 233. Dude stays low. He runs. I think I'm going with this because he played rugby. He was an athletic college guy. He was athletic in the pros. So I was like, okay, I think he'd be a pretty good pick as a running back. But I still have Riley Dixon as my RB1. Pat McAfee is maybe my third down guy, just getting in there, splitting between the tackle and the guard and just getting the first down. Next, we're going to move on to our wide receivers, and we actually have a little bit of a newer crowd starting us off here. We have the fastest 40 time reported by any punter at the combine, with Jake Camarda coming in first. This 6-foot punter out of Georgia ran a 4.56 at the 40. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. He can probably figure it out. Just have him run downfield as fast as he can. Next, we've got a guy that actually played a little bit of wide receiver in college in Marquette King. This was a slam dunk pick. He's 6 foot. I heard he also runs a 4.57. Next, we're going up to a little bit of a taller guy, somebody that you all might not expect, but representing the AFL crowd, bringing some athleticism to it, Mitch Wishnowsky. He actually ran the fastest 40 before Jake officially recorded, and that was with a 4.63 at the combine. He's 6'2". He's got pretty good size, so I was like, okay, I think he'll be a good fit for this position. And then our last wide receiver, I'm just bringing 4 wide receivers to the table. I went ahead and went with Michael Dixon, 6'2". He's athletic. He's a playmaker. I figured I needed somebody here that I could just figure it out. Michael Dixon really fits into that scheme. He kind of just reminds me of sort of like a Swiss Army knife sort of player. So kind of in the same vein as like a Cooper Kupp or Julian Edelman type of guy. Next, we're going to roll into the tight end. So my first tight end, who's going to be kind of like a block first, catch second tight end, is Thomas Morstead. He's 6'4", heaviest weight was 235. I think he has got that perfect tight end sort of build. He even has the hair to go with it. So I'm like, okay, yeah, Thomas Morstead could probably make some plays, could probably drive some guys into the dirt, and would probably be like a stud. Next, just in case we ever have to run like a double tight end set, I went ahead and found a second tight end that I think would fit well, and I'm going to go with Bradley Pinion here. He's 6'5", 229. Dude is huge, okay? He's tall, looks like he's like lanky, could go up, get some catches, do some pretty impressive things, so I'm feeling good about that. Next, we're going to roll into our offensive linemen. So the first one, obviously, our left guard is going to be Presley Harvin III. So Presley Harvin, known for kind of making waves, for being a bigger guy. He has since slimmed down, but I'm going to need that prime O-line body, Presley Harvin III, to come through here. After that, we're going to have Shane Leckler coming through at 6'2" and 240. He just has that perfect O-line body that I feel like he could really, get down there, create some pancakes, stuff like that. For center, this one's going to be a little bit of a stretch, so I just need you guys to bear with me, okay? Just bear with me, because I'm going with John Ryan. John Ryan's not a huge guy. He is 6 foot. He is 215. But hear me out, if he puts on about 50 to 60 pounds, he is one of the strongest punters to ever punt. The dude is completely jacked. He's yoked. So I was like, okay, all he needs to do is just add a little bit of weight. And honestly, we got a chance. He'll stand a chance. For right guard, I'm going with, this one's a bit of a cheat code, okay? Because technically I said from 2000 on, but look, guys, I was struggling trying to find somebody. So I'm going to go with right guard Reggie Roby, paying respect to one of the all-time greats. But at 6'3", 249, he's got that size that you need to go make some blocks, get some guys away from our quarterback, Johnny Hecker. For right tackle, I'm going with none other than Matt Turk. At 6'5", 251, he is huge, perfect size for making blocks, so I think that he will do well in this role. So that is my entire offensive team right there, from our quarterbacks all the way down to our offensive linemen. So let me know what you guys think. Who would you switch around? Who would you put in there? Remember, I'm only using guys from 2000 on. Anyway, hope you guys are having an amazing day, and peace.